Hi, I'm Patrick Reagan. Welcome to Windows Tools, Part 10, Eventvwr. During this video, we will introduce you to the Eventvwr and how it can be used to identify problems or cause some problems. As always, stick around for the practice questions at the end to test your knowledge and help you prepare for the A+ exam. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel for more tech training content and technical know-how. Windows Eventvwr is a built-in administrative tool in Microsoft Windows that acts as the central repository for system-wide logs. It continuously records significant occurrences called events from the operating system and installed applications, providing a detailed digital paper trail for troubleshooting and security auditing. It can be opened from Computer Management, Windows Tools, or as a standalone MMC console. Core functions include troubleshooting, which helps identify the root cause of crashes, blue screens, or application errors. Security auditing tracks successful and failed login attempts, privilege changes, and file access. Health monitoring monitors hardware performance, driver failures, and system startup and shutdown processes. And automation allows you to attach a task to a specific event ID so your computer can automatically run a script or send an alert when that event occurs. Windows organizes events into several main logs. System records events from the Windows system components, including drivers, services, boot shutdown, hardware, and updates. Application logs events from Windows servers such as DNS, app crashes, .NET, Office, SQL, and third-party programs like MS Word error and database crash. Security contains audit logs for login attempts, privilege use, and resource usage, such as deleted files. Setup documents events related to Windows updates and new software installations. Forwarded events stores logs collected from other computers on the same network. Each log entry is assigned a severity level to help prioritize issues. Information indicates a routine successful operation. Warning suggests a potential future problem like low disk space. Don't only look at error levels, but since some root causes are warnings first. Error signals a significant problem such as a service failing to start. Critical is a red flag indicating a failure from which the system or application cannot automatically recover, such as an unexpected reboot. In addition, the security logs would have success audit, which indicates a successful security-related event, such as a user successfully logging on or a file being accessed according to established permissions. Failure audit records unsuccessful security-related attempts, such as the user typing the wrong password or trying to access a restricted folder. The General tab is the human summary. The Details tab is XML, truth, and source data. To make good use of the Eventvwr, you should treat it as a diagnostic dashboard rather than a daily log. While it is normal for a healthy PC to show numerous minor errors, the tool becomes powerful when you are using specific techniques that cut through the noise. Standard logs contain thousands of harmless information events. When troubleshooting, use the Filter Current Log option to see only what matters. By severity, check only critical, warning, and error to find system crashes or failed applications. By time, set a time range such as last 12 hours or a custom range to focus on the exact moment a problem occurred. You typically want to start looking at logs a minimum of a few minutes before the actual event or failure. By event ID, you know the specific problem ID, enter it here. To exclude a common, unhelpful ID, type a minus sign before it. There are a few noisy events you should simply learn to ignore to save time, which can be filtered with a minus sign. Distributed COM is extremely common, usually refers to minor permission issues that do not impact performance. Service Control Manager, often triggered if a service takes slightly too long to start during a busy boot up. Kernel PMP is frequent warnings when a driver for a peripheral, like a USB device, fails to load momentarily. If the shared volume of logs is too high, consider using a reliability monitor first. It presents the most critical Eventvwr's data in a user-friendly graph showing exactly when major failures like app crashes occurred. The Applications and Services Logs is a secondary category in Eventvwr that provides a much deeper, more organized look into specific Windows components and programs than the general Windows Logs section. Application Log, under Windows Log, is a broad bulletin board where any program can post generic messages. Application Services Log is highly specific individual logs that track the performance and health of a single service or software component. Within these logs, events are further divided into 4 specialized channels to help you find information faster. Admin is targeted at users and IT admins. These logs identify a clear problem and you should provide a direct solution. Operational is used for day-to-day monitoring, such as when a printer is added or a service starts. Analytics is high-volume logs that track performance. These are disabled by default because they fill up quickly. Debug is hidden logs used by developers to fix specific bugs in their code. To find the most useful applications and services logs, open Applications and Services Logs, Microsoft Windows, and sort by name and look for logs with operational enabled. Those usually contain the richest troubleshooting detail. If a log exists but is empty, right-click the log and click Enable Log when appropriate. This page shows some common examples of using the application and services logs. For example, you want to find update scan, download or install failures, error codes, and reboot requirements for Windows updates, you would open Windows Update Client Operational. If you're on a domain controller, Kerberos Key Distribution Center will show Kerberos ticketing issues. If you have a problem with group policies being applied, go to Group Policy Operational, and if you have problems with user profiles not loading or a user gets a temporary profile when he or she logs in, you would open User Profile Services Operational. There are logs for hardware events, DNS client events, and TCP/IP. To show dropped or allowed events, you would open Firewall with Advanced Security. For disk problems, look at NTFS Operational and Disk Diagnostic Operational, and for print service problems, look at Print Service Logs. When investigating problems, write down the symptom plus exact time, such as the user reported Outlook freezes around 10:12 to 10:20 or server rebooted unexpectedly last night. You can try Administrative Events, Custom Views Administrative Events, which aggregates critical errors and warnings across logs. Look at System Log to filter to common root cause categories such as critical, kernel power, unexpected shutdowns, and errors around the incident time, disk, controller, driver, and service failures. Then expand to other system logs compared to the approximate time frame to see if there are correlating events. Logs can grow large and overwrite important data if not managed. To increase log size, right-click a log and select Properties to increase its maximum size to ensure you have enough historical data for long-term troubleshooting. The default is often 20 megabytes. If you wish to clear a log to start over, right-click the log and click Clear Log. Question: you're troubleshooting an issue in which a service runs momentarily and stops at certain points in the process. You need to determine the root cause of the issue. Which of the following tools should you use? Answer: Eventvwr. Question: user reports getting a blue screen of death error on their computer at least twice a day. Which of the following should you use to determine the cause? Answer: Eventvwr. Question: applications on a computer are not updating, which is preventing the user from opening certain files. Which of the following MMC snap-ins should the technician launch next to continue troubleshooting the issue? Answer: Eventvwr.msc. Question. You installed an application on a user's desktop and receive an error message. Which of the following tools can a technician use to research the error? Answer: Eventvwr Windows Logs application. For more information, visit these sites. In summary, Windows Event Viewer is a built-in administrative tool in Microsoft Windows that acts as a central repository for system-wide logs. Windows Event Viewer continuously records significant occurrences called events from the operating system and installed applications, providing a detailed digital paper trail for troubleshooting and security auditing. Windows organizes events into several main logs, including system application and security. When troubleshooting, use the Filter Current Log option to see only what matters. The Application and Services Logs is a secondary category in Event Viewer that provides a much deeper, more organized look into specific Windows components and programs than the general Windows Logs section. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be Windows Tools Part 11 Disk Management. If you like this video, click the like button. And if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel. Thank you.